She said, I don't cook or clean. I agreed. Then stopped paying for everything. She said, I'm not the type of girl who cooks and cleans. I'm way too good for that. I agreed. And I stopped washing her clothes, buying the groceries, and paying for takeout. After a week of wearing the same outfit and eating instant noodles, she begged me to stop being so petty. I told her, I'm just respecting your standards. I guess I, 28-year-old male, should have seen the warning signs earlier. I've been with Jess, 26, for about 8 months, living together for the last 3. The honeymoon phase was amazing. She was charming, fun, and always looked incredible. But once we moved in together, things started getting interesting. It began with small things. I'd cook dinner, she'd eat, and disappear to watch Netflix. I'd do the laundry, she'd grab her clothes without saying a word. Normal roommate stuff, I assumed. We both worked full-time, so I didn't mind handling what was left over from time to time. Then came the conversation. Last Tuesday, I asked if she could help with dinner since I had a late meeting. Honey, you know I don't cook. That's not my thing. Yeah, but maybe something simple, or we could cook together? Suddenly, she got serious. Look, I need you to understand something. I'm not the type of girl who cooks and cleans. I'm way too good for that. That's beneath me. Stunned. Beneath you? I have a degree. I work in marketing. I didn't go to university to become someone's housewife. If you wanted that type of girl, you should have dated someone else. I'm not asking you to be a housewife. I'm asking for basic partnership. I cook and clean too. That's your choice. Some of us have higher standards for ourselves. Her sense of entitlement hit me like a truck. It wasn't that she didn't know how to cook. Plenty of people don't. But rather that she was too good for basic adult tasks while eating the food I cooked and wearing the clothes I washed in the apartment I paid 70% of because she needed money for her lifestyle. You know what? You're absolutely right. See? I knew you'd understand. I don't mean you're right about being too good to cook and clean. I mean I'll stop doing yours. What? I'm simply respecting your standards. I wouldn't want to insult you by doing things that are beneath you. She took it as a joke, probably thinking I was kidding. I wasn't. I got up early, made myself breakfast, packed my lunch, and left. Jess texted me around noon. Hey, did you pack my lunch? I can't find it. No, that would be beneath you. Seriously, I'm just respecting your standards. That night, I cooked myself a nice steak for dinner. She came home and found me eating alone. And mine. I didn't make you anything. Cooking is beneath you, remember? Don't be ridiculous. What am I supposed to eat? Whatever you want, as long as it doesn't require cooking or cleaning. She ordered takeout with her own money for once. Thursday was laundry day. I gathered my clothes, washed them, and folded them carefully. Her overflowing laundry basket remained untouched. You forgot my clothes. I didn't forget them. I'm simply respecting your standards. This is so petty. Petty would be doing things you're too good for. I'm being respectful. By Friday, reality started setting in for her. She was repeating Thursday's outfit. Takeout receipts were piling up on her credit card. Her side of the sink was full of dishes. Can we talk about this? About what? You know about what? This whole situation. I'm simply agreeing with you. You're too good for household chores. I respect that. I didn't mean you should stop doing them for me. Oh, so you're too good to do them, but I'm not. If you're enjoying this story so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I want to know, what would you have done in this situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I bought my stuff, meal prepped for the week. She watched from the couch. Yes, aren't you going to buy things for both of us? Why would I? You don't cook. What would you do with groceries? I need food. Uber Eats exists. By Sunday, she was starting to crack. Same outfit for 3 days straight, living off ridiculously expensive deliveries. Her credit card was maxed out after a week of ordering every meal. This is financial mistreatment. I pay my share of rent and utilities. How is that mistreatment? You always bought the groceries before. Yeah, when I thought we were partners. But partners don't believe they're too good to contribute. Monday morning, she tried a different approach. She came out wearing one of my clean shirts. That's mine. I don't have any clean clothes. Then do laundry. You know I don't do laundry. Then buy new clothes or wear them dirty. Your choice. She wore the dirty clothes. Day 10. The situation escalated in ways I didn't expect. I thought she'd give in after a few days. Maybe she'd apologize or at least do her own chores. Nope. She doubled down even harder. Tuesday, she called in sick to work. Why? Because she couldn't find anything professional to wear. Her boss wasn't amused. Then she tried to weaponize social media. Wednesday, I woke up to notifications. She posted on Instagram, when your boyfriend becomes financially abusive because you're an independent woman who won't be his servant. Hashtag toxic masculinity. Hashtag financial abuse. The comments were interesting. Some of her friends supported her, but others were asking questions. Wait, what happened? How is he being abusive, girl? Doesn't he pay most of the rent? She deleted the post after an hour. Thursday, her mother called me. Patricia has always been quite a character. What's this I hear about you starving my daughter? Hi, Patricia. I'm not starving anyone. Jess has money and can buy her own food. She says you won't let her eat. That's not true. I simply stopped cooking for her after she said cooking was beneath her. That's not what she told me. What did she tell you? That you're being controlling and abusive. Patricia, your daughter told me she's too good to cook or clean. I'm simply respecting that boundary. Apparently, Jess hadn't shared that detail. Patricia hung up after muttering something about talking to Jessica. Friday was when things got really interesting. I came home to find Jess's friend Mara, 27-year-old female, in our apartment. Mara Mara was basically Jess 2.0. She also believed in being above household work. She also had a boyfriend who did everything. You need to stop this power trip. What power trip? Jess is suffering. She's been wearing the same clothes for days. There's a washing machine right there. You know she doesn't do that. Then that's her choice. Real men take care of their women. Real partners contribute equally. Equally? She contributes by being with you. Do you know how many guys want her? Then maybe one of them can wash her clothes. Mara called me every name in the book and left. But here's the best part. Later, she texted me privately. Is this why Derek has been acting weird lately? Did you talk to him? I hadn't, but apparently Derek was reconsidering things after learning about our situation through Mara. Oops. Saturday began the era of instant noodles. Jess's credit cards were maxed out. She'd been ordering 2 to 3 meals a day at $20 to $30 each. Do the math. She discovered the only thing she could afford was instant ramen from the corner store. Yes, I'm eating ramen. Are you happy? Your dietary choices aren't my concern. I can't live like this. Sure you can. You're too good to cook, remember? Ramen doesn't require cooking, just hot water. This is insane. How long are you going to keep this up? Keep what up? Living according to your standards. Indefinitely. Sunday, she tried the crying tactic. Sobbing festival on the couch. Sob, I just don't understand, Sob, why you're being so mean. I'm not being mean. I'm being respectful of your boundaries. What boundaries? That you're too good for basic life tasks. I didn't mean it that way. What way did you mean it? I just meant that I'm not. I don't like. Continue. Stop being such a jerk about respecting what you explicitly told me. Monday morning, day 10. She'd been rotating between 2 outfits for a week. The apartment reeked from her dirty dishes. She'd called in sick to work 3 times. Her diet was 90% ramen, 10% whatever snacks she could afford. But the best part? She still didn't admit she was wrong. She still hadn't washed a single load of laundry, cooked a single egg, or washed a single dish. Her sense of entitlement was that strong. Then came the message that changed everything. Yes, my mother is coming to stay with us for a few days to help. She'll be here Thursday. Oh, this was going to get very interesting. Patricia arrived Thursday afternoon while I was at work. I came home to find a spotless apartment, the smell of home-cooked food, and Jess resting on the couch in clean clothes. Patricia was in the kitchen washing dishes. Ah, good. You're home. We need to talk. Sure, Patricia, this has to stop. Whatever point you were trying to make, you've made it. I'm not trying to make any point. I'm respecting your daughter's explicitly stated boundaries. She's learned her lesson already. Oh yeah? Jess, have you learned anything? From the couch. I've learned that you're petty and childish. Doesn't seem like it. Patricia spent the night trying to mediate. Her version of mediation was explaining how Jess was raised to have high standards and how I should be grateful to have such a beautiful and educated woman. I'm educated too. I have standards too. One of them is having a partner, not a dependent. She's your partner. Partners contribute. She explicitly told me she's above contributing to household chores. That's not. She didn't mean. Mom, I told him I'm not the type who cooks and cleans. Yes, but what? Either she meant it or she didn't. If she meant it, I'm respecting it. If she didn't, then she lied. Friday morning, I woke up to Patricia cooking breakfast for Jess. Not for me, which was fine. I made my own as usual. This is ridiculous. In my day, men took care of women. In your day, women didn't claim to be too good for basic life skills while demanding someone else do them. You're twisting her words. I'm using literally her exact words. Saturday, things escalated. Derek, Mara's boyfriend, called me. Dude, what have you started? What do you mean? Mara saw what you're doing, and now she's demanding either I do everything for her or she's too good for household chores too. I'm about to lose my mind. So what are you going to do? Following your playbook. Man, I just wash my own clothes. She's freaking out. Good luck. Apparently, I'd started a revolution. 3 other guys in our extended friend group were dealing with similar situations after their girlfriends learned about Jess's stance. Sunday, Patricia tried the guilt tactic. You know, Jessica's father always took care of everything for me. Did you tell him you were too good for household chores? Well, no. I contributed in other ways. Raised our children. Jess and I don't have kids, and she doesn't want them because, in her words, she's too good to be tied down. She actually said that. Turns out Jess had been telling her mother we were planning to have kids soon. Yikes. Monday, the confrontation I'd been waiting for. Patricia had been filling Jess's head with advice all weekend. Jess came to me with an ultimatum. Either you stop this childish behavior, or I'm moving back in with my parents. Okay, that's it. What do you want me to say? You're an adult. Make your decision. You're supposed to fight for me. Fight for someone who believes they're too good to be a partner? Why? Because you love me. I loved who I thought you were, not someone who believes basic adult tasks are beneath her. Are you really going to let her leave? I'm not forcing her to do anything. She's making a decision. Patricia, are you destroying this relationship? No, she destroyed it when she decided she was too good to be an equal partner. Tuesday morning, Jess started packing. Patricia helped, shooting me looks of contempt the whole time. But here's where it got interesting. Jess couldn't pack properly because she'd never learned to do laundry. Half her clothes were disgusting, stained, or smelly. She tried to pack them anyway. Patricia, Jessica, these clothes are filthy. It's his fault. He wouldn't wash them. You're 26 years old and you don't know how to do laundry. Why would I need to? Oh my God, what have I created? It's been a month since Jess moved back in with her parents. The fallout has been spectacular. According to mutual friends, Patricia lasted exactly 3 days before losing it. You see, Jess expected her mother to simply do everything for her, like I had been doing. But Patricia was dealing with her own revelation. She'd raised a daughter who literally couldn't function as an adult. Patricia called me that Friday. I need to apologize. I didn't realize. She doesn't know how to do anything. She asked me to schedule a doctor's appointment for her. She's been wearing the same clothes because she doesn't know how to use the washing machine. She tried to cook an egg with the shell in the microwave. Yeah, that sounds about right. How did you put up with this for months? I loved her. Past tense. I'm going to force her into therapy and life skills classes. Good luck with that. Remember Derek? He stood firm. Mara moved out after he refused to give in. Two other couples broke up. Our friend group split into two camps. The partners should be equal side, and the real men provide everything side. Guess which side was thriving and which was full of single people? Jess tried to organize a girls' night with her supporters. It failed because none of them knew how to host. Seriously, one girl said her apartment was too messy because her ex no longer cleaned. Another couldn't cook anything for the group, and Jess obviously couldn't host from her childhood bedroom at mom's house. Remember how Jess called in sick several times and showed up looking disheveled when she went? Yeah, her performance review was brutal. It put her on a performance improvement plan. But without me packing her lunches, washing her clothes, and making sure she had professional outfits, she couldn't keep up. She texted me, "I might lose my job. Are you happy now? Your work performance isn't my responsibility. I can't do this without you. You said you were too good for basic tasks. Maintaining your job was one of them." She was fired by week 4. Oh yes, she got on there. She created profiles talking about wanting a real man who knows how to treat a queen. The responses weren't what she expected. Turns out, announcing that you can't/won't cook, clean, or take care of yourself isn't attractive. Who would have thought? She matched with a few guys who seemed interested until they realized she literally expected them to do everything while she simply existed prettily. One guy she went on a date with told Derek about it. "Dude, she asked me to cut her food at the restaurant because using a knife isn't her thing. I'm doing great. My apartment is clean and stays that way. I cook what I want when I want. Actually, I've started seeing a woman from my gym. The first thing she said when she came to my place was, 'Wow, your place is really clean. You must be very organized.' I just laughed. The cherry on top. Last week, Jess sent a long text message. Summary: she's been in therapy learning basic life skills and reflecting on her internalized beliefs about gender roles and self-worth. Her therapist made her realize that being too good for basic tasks was actually a fear of being seen as ordinary or not special. She apologized and wanted to meet for coffee to discuss a possible reconciliation. My response: I'm too good for that. I blocked her number right after. Sometimes the best revenge isn't elaborate. It's simply letting people experience the natural consequences of their choices. She wanted to be too good for the basic tasks of a relationship. Great. Now she can be too good for them all by herself, or more accurately, at her parents' house, while her mother teaches her how to use a washing machine at 26 years old. The friend group is still divided, but honestly, the guys who stood firm are all thriving. We formed a cooking club where we share recipes and meal prep together. It's become a running joke. We're all too good to accept anything less than an equal partner. Derek met someone new, a chef who owns her own restaurant. Mara tried to get him back last week. He laughed, literally laughed in her face. As for me, I learned something valuable. When someone tells you who they are, believe them. When someone says they're too good for basic adult tasks, they're actually saying they're too immature for a relationship. And that's okay. They have a right to their standards, and I have a right to mine.